Imagine this, keys to your brand new home with a sparkling pool out back, all included. Sounds crazy, right? Let me show you. If this is your first time here, welcome. My name is Belinda Santos, your go-to Central Florida realtor. I travel all throughout the area looking for the best resale, new construction, and investment homes, all with the greatest incentives to help save you money. If that's something you're interested in, make sure to subscribe and hit the bell to stay updated on our weekly videos. Today we are in Twin Lakes, which is a community in St. Cloud, Florida, gated community right off of Narcoossee Road and about 15 minutes to Lake Nona. Today we'll be previewing this 3-bedroom, 2-bath home on one floor with a 2-car garage that's about 2,000 square feet. As you enter the home, you have a long hallway that leads you to your open concept floor plan that has living and dining room together as well as kitchen. Before we get to the living areas, let's preview bedroom number 1 that's directly to the right when you come into the home. This first bedroom is right at the front of the home, so you have these 2 big windows that lets in lots of light. You also have the covered front porch here, so if you have kids that are outside and it's a little bit too hot to be outside, this is a great room to go ahead and see what they're doing. You also have the high ceilings. You have your recessed lighting. A closet is right against this wall. Size bed, which fits here as you can see perfectly. You have more than enough room to walk around. Plus you have the 2 nightstands and a dresser, as well as this whole wall that if you wanted to put a TV, you definitely could. Then as you exit this first bedroom, directly to the right is bathroom number 1. This first bathroom is conveniently located right next to the bedroom, so if you have someone that needs to have a bedroom and a bath close to each other, this is a great option. Now this is your second bathroom, so it's a little bit smaller. It does have the single sink with the quartz countertops, and we all know we see tons of houses with white cabinets, so it's nice that we're kind of going back to colored cabinets, and this is a light brown color. So tell me, what do you think? Do you prefer your white cabinets, or do you like when it has a little bit of a pop of color? Then here you have your shower with your shower doors, and I in particular love a little bit of a difference in a house. So I love these blue tile that go all the way up to the ceiling, so it makes it look big and grand. But tell me what you think. Do you like blue? I mean, remember, you're in a subdivision and there's going to be a lot of this same house, so I think it's nice when you can stand out a little bit by having something different like blue tile in that bathroom. Then as you come back to the hallway and you go to the right, you have it's actually a den set up in this floor plan, but you can have it as bedroom number 2. This is set up as a den right now, so it has the double doors. Great option if you work from home or you want to have a dedicated office space at home. The double doors here are actually solid, but if you wanted to make them glass, make it look a little bit nicer, you could. But if you want the privacy of your own office, I would say go ahead and stay with the doors that have the actual door on it that you can't see into it. Then on the side of the home is where this room is located, so it faces the other house next to you. You have big windows with lots of light coming in. Again, this is a den, but you can set it up as a 3rd bedroom if you need that 3rd bedroom. Then as you leave this bedroom and cut across, you have your garage, your drop zone, and your laundry room. This laundry room is conveniently located towards the garage, so it's kind of away from the rest of the home. Here you can see they have a washer dryer, lots of room for storage, plus they put these cabinets here, so again, more room for storage. Plus you have the sink. I know people love a sink in a laundry room. Some people do not like a sink in a laundry room, but I love the fact that it does have it, plus the extra storage. Now we're back in the hallway, and I love the fact that it has these big tile. So it's not your tile that looks like a wood floor. It's actual tile, but nice big pieces and uniform throughout, which of course makes the home look bigger. Then as you come into this area, directly to the left, you have your kitchen. This kitchen has a huge island, so I love to have a big island, especially if you entertain from home, if you like having people in the house. It's great that you have this big island, so while you're cooking, you can have people sitting down. You also have the availability to put 2 more stools if you want to, so it can be for 5 people. Plus, you have tons of cabinet space, plus a big old sink with the quartz countertop. So if you have big pots and pans, if you cook a Thanksgiving meal or a Christmas meal, it's super easy to clean those in the sink. Plus the super modern faucet here. So very nice touch of kind of that silver to go with the white. Then you have, again, the cabinets that I like to see a little bit of a difference from a white. So you have kind of like this light brown beigeish color. Then again, we have gas. So the community that we are in is a natural gas community. So you do have the option of getting a gas stove. I know there's some people who are not from up north or places where there's gas. So if you want to have it electric, you can always cut off the gas and put something electric there. I love the backsplash here. So again, it's kind of a white with a little hint of gray to go with the counters, but it looks beautiful against the beige color. I don't like, again, that simple white. You have beige here, but then if you notice, you have a dark color on the island. And a lot of people say, why do they do that? Again, it's just for texture. It's just to make things pop out a little bit. So let me know what you think. Would you prefer for the cabinets to be all the same color, or do you like that little pop of color on the island? Then, since this is what they consider a gourmet kitchen, you actually have the stacked cabinets. So you have your cabinets plus the cabinets above, and you have the double oven. Well, actually it's an oven and a microwave. And then you have your vent hood here, since the microwave normally belongs there. Then you have this entire section here. So extra cabinets, nice little space for you to do a coffee if you want, like a coffee station, maybe a snack station, or just the way that they have it set up here with art. It's nice to kind of have that extra space in the kitchen, plus the window, so letting lots of light in. Then right behind, nice big walk-in pantry. Then as we leave the kitchen, you come to the dining room. The dining room is convenient because it's right in front of the kitchen and right behind the living room. Nice big dining area. I kind of love this light fixture. It kind of works perfect with this table, but this is a table that is a long table with 6 chairs. You still have quite a bit of space, so if you have a bigger family or like to entertain more people, you can easily fit a bigger table with 8 chairs. Plus you have all of this room here on the side, so I kind of like going back to the china cabinet where you can put everything nice, display it pretty, but still have that extra room. Then here is the backyard, which we'll get to in a minute, but let's go ahead and check out the living room. This living room is a nice big living room, open area, so nice windows with light coming in. You also have the light coming from the kitchen and the sliding glass door. Here, this is a pretty big sectional, so it easily fits a sectional. I would even put maybe a chair or a bench here if you need more room. Plus you have this entire wall here, which you can go ahead and put the TV in. And you also have the tray ceiling, which is again a little bit of a difference, a texture. It kind of gives a different look to the home. Now let's check out the primary bedroom. This primary bedroom is perfect. It is at the back of the home, so nice and private. You have the windows again, letting in lots of light. This is a king size bed. You also have 2 pretty big nightstands here. I would call them more like mini dressers than nightstands. A chair here with a little table set up. Plus you have your dresser and this entire room for a TV if you wanted one. Nice big space. As you can see, it's not crowded. You can walk around and you don't feel cramped. Then let's go check out the master bathroom. Again, remember this is a model home, so the way they set up this master bathroom is just one of the ways that you can do it. Here they have a freestanding tub. So I know a lot of people like a freestanding tub, but if you want one that's built into the home, of course, that is an option as well. There's options for bigger showers, or you can do the tub and shower together. Then you have this entire wall almost that has the sink. I love a big double sink. Again, they did a little bit different here. So in that first bathroom, you had the beige cabinets that match the kitchen. Here you actually have the darker cabinets that match the island in the kitchen. So it kind of incorporates two. And again, if it is your bedroom and your bathroom, I love that it's different and it kind of stands out from everything else in the home. Lots of storage area, lots of drawers. I love a drawer to go ahead and put away all of my makeup, my hair supplies, my blow dryer. So lots of storage, plus more than enough storage on top as well. Then here you have the shower with your glass door. So here you have the option, shower or tub, but if you want to change that, of course you can, because you can customize your home. Then here on this side, we have a little linen closet, and then you have your toilet here. And then at the end, you have a big closet. Again, remember, this is the model, so they obviously went ahead and did a closet system in this closet, which to me is great. I love to be organized, so it has more than enough space to organize shoes, pants, shirts, dresses. Great organization, but when you get it from the builder, it probably will just have your racks for clothing. But nice big closet, plenty of space, tons of space on the floor for storage, so great area. Now let's go check out the backyard. At the back of the home, you have your sliding glass doors that lead out to your covered porch. Now in this covered porch, they did decide to do the summer kitchen, the outdoor kitchen. So here you have your sink, you have a refrigerator, you have your grill, and you have your grill hood. Of course, that is an option. You don't have to do it, but if you love to cook outside, Florida's beautiful weather, you have indoor, outdoor, this is a great option. Then big porch, lots of space, almost the entire width of the home. So here they made it a dedicated space for dining, which is great. Big table, 8 chairs. You have your recessed lighting here, but you also have 2 other lights. So it is hot in Florida. A fan would probably help you move the air around better, but it's nice that it's enclosed, so you have the cover and you're not right outside in the sun. Then this backyard, so envision this is the backyard that they did here, but the promotion the builder's giving obviously is for a pool. So that's one of the things you can do with the money that they give you. If you wanted just your regular backyard, this is perfect. They did put the tile and the artificial turf, so if you're not crazy about mowing lawn, this is a great option, plus the fireplace and the small little water features. So your standard backyard is going to have more than enough room for a pool. If you wanted to extend out the porch, a fire pit, a nice dining area like this, great options with the big backyard. Now let's go ahead and talk about price, incentives, and builder options. Now let's go ahead and recap. The home that we just viewed is called the Palmary model. It comes as either a 2-bedroom with a den, which is what you see here, or a 3-bedroom, 2-bath home, all on 1 floor, 2-car garage, and depending on how you structure the home, it can go anywhere from 1,943 square feet to 2,063 square feet. At the time of the video, this home is selling for about $461,000. Now remember, we talked about the promotion, which was the free pool. So yes, in this model, this particular home does not have an in-ground pool, but you will see kind of in the video what the in-ground pool looks like. But yes, they are giving you a $75,000 credit, which you can use towards a pool. Now, do you have to just use it towards a pool? Absolutely not. You can use that money towards options. So you get to customize. Remember, when you're in a new home, you get to customize everything. So if you want a certain quartz countertop or a certain cabinet, that $75,000 can go towards those options. So great option if you want a pool, but if not, you can use that towards closing costs and towards options in the home itself. Now, as for the community we're in, this is called Twin Lakes by Del Webb. This is a 55+ community that is gated. So right now they're towards the end of their construction. so not many that are, well, there are quite a few lots that are still available. So you have the option of either building this home out, and that's where the free pool promotion comes in. And that can be a process anywhere from 4 to 8 months, depending on the time of year and whether there's rainstorms or there's things to delay that. But you also have the option, if you need a home right now, there are some homes that are already built that are this floor plan. Now, in total in this community, there are villas, so 2-bedroom, 2-bath villas with 2-car garage that are kind of like duplex side by side. Those are only about 1,300 square feet, and then it goes up to big 2-story homes that are almost 4,000 square feet. So no matter what you're looking for, there is something in this community for you. Now, as for the community, it is a master plan community, so it does have a CDD. On the single family homes, the CDD is added to your tax bill, and that's about $1,382 per year. On top of that, you do have tons of amenities in this community. So you have a waterfront clubhouse and an amenity center. You have a resort style pool. You have a lap pool with cabana. You have a boat dock. You have kayaking, canoeing, tennis, bocce ball, and of course pickleball. Everybody loves pickleball. That's the new rage. So you'll see tons of people in the pickleball courts here. Dog spaces, dog parks, lots of walking trails. So it's meant to be a community where you meet your neighbors, go out, play some pickleball, very active adult community. Now the HOA is for the single family homes, $310 per month, but that includes landscaping, irrigation, yearly mulch, and landscape replacement. So you don't have to worry about doing anything on the outside of the home. The HOA takes care of all of that for you, plus all of the amenities within the community. Now for financing. Again, that $75,000 can be used towards your financing, or there are different types of loan products you can use. FHA still qualifies within this community. So FHA is for primary home buyers, and that's 3.5% down. Then you have your conventional products. So conventional for people who are living in the home as a primary residence starts as little as 3% down to 5% down is the minimum required. But of course you can add more if you want to. Then you have, if you're looking for a second home, we have a lot of people that live up north. They don't like these hot summers that we have, but they want to come down when it gets too cold back home. You can buy this as a second home. Second home with a conventional loan can be as little as 10% down. Then if you're an investor that's just looking to buy a home and rent it out, you have that option as well, and that would be a conventional loan with 20% down. Then you have your VA option. Of course, VA is for people who either have served in the military or are actively in the military. And if you are, we do want to thank you for your service. My husband and I have a son that is stationed in Anchorage, Alaska. We're in Florida. It's hard, 8 hours, 10-hour flights. It's hard to see him, so we know the sacrifice that not only you make, but your families make, and we want to thank you for your service. So VA is 100% financing, no money down, and then of course, if you don't want the pool with the $75,000, you can use that to pay your closing costs. That would get you into a home with barely anything out of pocket. Thank you so much for joining me on this tour. I know that purchasing a home is one of the biggest investments you'll ever make in your life. My team and I are here to guide you every step of the process, from finding the perfect home to securing the best financing terms and getting the keys to your home. We've got you covered. Now, whether you like this home or any of the other floor plans I told you about, or any other home in the Central Florida area, feel free to reach out to me at the contact information below. Again, thank you for joining me on this tour. Make sure to subscribe and hit the bell to stay updated on our weekly videos. Thank you again, and I hope to see you on the next one.